Now, Bivol comes in and rakes him. What I see from Bivol here is he's getting in between. So rare. So like Chilemba, who needs to be gifted and also highly skilled. School, awkward fighter Chilemba also. Fighter king by what you would really consider a land.
Backed into a corner by Bivol. Left hook, right foot.
Just being induced to be first to go. There was a good exchange of jabs.
If ultimately they meet, and you can
size, other than maybe to absorb some of these power shots.
By Bivol. Now landed in single digit to look for an early stop. Bivol originally born in the hard left zack for Bivol in that last exchange. A terrific offensive fighter, but also
balance is really good. Distance is really good.
Showing a lot of variety in his
really an issue here. I think Chilemba's whole fight, I don't mean by concubines,
primarily in LA, wild card and leg. That is his defense, but it is forbidding. And he just never really energetic. He's fast. He's moving. He made it to Russian. I am raised Russian. High right hand upstairs.
Let's say I recall one clean shot, timing, the rhythm.
Another hard left hook for Bivol.
Watch how he's to become the most skillful fighter. Watch how he's timing or exquisite. So he in his last several dictating the action.
Hard left hook to the
hands on like that, for example. Chilemba has no answer so far.
By my count.
All he has to do is make a little move with his upper body speed.
They force Bivol to hesitate about firing those
the numbers. You can do something with it.
You can't let him set up one, but he's so tight.
The trainer has to be promotional in the corner.
Give yourself a chance to win.
Major weapon was really the left.
Here's this. Chilemba's able to keep up the. I'm feeling one of those is coming pretty soon, but that either you won't be here. Michael Spinks was fast and just an enormous punch.
I wonder why Dmitry Bivol
was at crossroads in the fight.
That's what Roy was the fusillade he's taken early on.
Roy was a while and was lightning quick with his hands. He just found a defensive fight. The left hook to the target. It's a straight punch. Training. Can he make a beautiful fight?
Chilemba is tough. If he weren't interrupted, Kovalev's long torrid.
But I don't want to make any mistakes. He's trying to fight. And he doesn't want to make any mistakes. It may hasten his demise.
Boxing fans tend to think
possibly do. But through his toughness, Spinks and like Bob Foster and those guys. Anyway, seem to hit Bivol on the chin and nothing to top.
That's what's keeping him afloat.
I don't know how much of a risk that actually poses.
He's going to be perfect. There's a right hand pose. He knows how to box and he knows how to combination that puts all these power landed shots.
He's figured out a tricky opponent who didn't cave.
Like that, I don't see a good reason.
Beautiful fights.
Using the left hook for Bivol.
That's what we're here for.
But now we going, huh?
Since her husband's unfortunate demise due to cancer, Bivol getting the better of it.
They have a history of
against Isaac Chilemba.
Has something to do with it. I think Chilemba's
glancing blow. A more familiar pattern as Bivol has landed 9 out of 10 shots.
3 rounds to look at Bivol and see what he's going to Bivol. He was happy enough to develop a little bit more.
Produced the sellout tonight. He said it's the first major boxing card in Atlantic City. Here, Bivol continues his streak. Through 11 rounds.
Way off balance through a wild right hand. And the thing about Bivol that really promoted fights and fighters and
he was busy. Another exchange. One thing for sure. He's an extremely persuasive human.
Last 4, a little Chilemba.
Persuasive human being. Nation he's shown to go ahead in the great Kovalov. Greater self-belief, and he represents as the promoter both
over the first 3 rounds.
He remains. Chilemba's thrown more punches.
Wants to be a pound-for-pound entrant.
in each of the last 5 rounds. Fast combination by Bivol.
No longer dictating everything that's happening. Bivol maybe is still a little green.
Unanimous decision. Still the WBA light heavyweight champion, Bivol, Dmitry